All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more coLcast here. Scrimcast Live coming at you once again as I did not update that little thing right there. Let's go ahead and put that up over there. There we go. Complexity Gaming. Oh, it's on the wrong side. Guys, what is wrong with me right now? My brain is fried. My brain is fried. There we go. Now everything is fixed. So we got Complexity on, taking on a mixed scrim team composed of one of their own. The sixth man, Shams, joins up with Honcast's own Tralfamador, TT Esports, Moravis, and Leon Black, as well as ProBusk. Right now of Busk. What team was he even part of? He was part of Fit at one point, but that was 3 months ago now. And to the extent of my knowledge, just not a part of an active team right now. I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. In fact, like I'm so confident that I am wrong, and I don't want to be really embarrassed here. ProBusk. We're gonna go ahead and check over at hontour.com, and he is part of Busk. Okay, well, yeah, no, maybe he's not part of the team. Maybe, oh, Vitriolic. That's right. Got you. Big shout out to Brune72. Was part of Vitriolic, but that team has since pretty much disbanded. So, not going to be a part of that anymore. Let's take a look at this game, though, as we get into it. Ophelia, Keeper of the Forest, Wild Soul, and Parasite being banned out. Lots and lots of jungles being banned out. And Complexity actually picking up the Dark Lady for the third time today. In all three of their scrims, they've picked up Dark Lady. And I guess really trying to experiment with this hero. Experiment with bringing him back and trying different strategies surrounding Dark Lady. Maybe just get Hacks a little bit more practice on the hero now that Silhouette, Draconis, and Moon Queen are being banned so frequently. Speaking of Moon Queen, though, she joins Pebbles, Tempest, Rally, Hammerstorm, and Engineer in the lock pool. So have a pretty good combination of your strength initiators there with your Hammerstorm, your Rally, your Pebbles. You got your support with your Engineer, your jungle with Tempest, and a hard carry to round it all out there with Moon Queen. A very strong lock pool overall, and absolutely no troll locks in there. Each one of those heroes would be an asset to these teams. But now Complexity, or excuse me, not Complexity, the Mixed Scrim team taking a little bit of time to look at their next pick before going. 15 seconds left on it. Bans were Fade, Wretched Hag, Zephyr, Draconis, Glacius, and Bubbles, getting rid of some suicides there. Namely, the Keeper of the Forest, the Wild Soul, the Hag, and the Bubbles all being banned out in terms of suicides. Zephyr, Draconis, both being banned out for your carries, and then Glacius getting rid of some supports as well, which makes sense now why Complexity went for the first pick, Aluna. Mixed Scrim team responds by picking Plague Rider, Silhouette, grabbing a hard carry as well as their suicide, getting that out of the way right away. Dark Lady Andromeda going to be making the tri-lane here. And they're going to be happy with that one, but we'll see if they do run the tri-lane. Interesting. Once again, an interesting strat coming out here from Complexity. They go the 3 tri-lane heroes, and then they pick up Tempest, finish it off with Hammerstorm. So it's not going to be a tri-lane after all. It's going to be a Suicide Tempest, most likely. Yeah, it's got to be a Suicide Tempest, but this is going to be a really, really strange setup for Complexity. Like, just to be frank with you, it's going to be weird. I mean, they could put the Tempest in the jungle, but that means that they would have to have a long lane Hammerstorm, a Luna, or they might be midding the Tempest. Not quite sure what they're going to be running. On the other side, though, finish it off with Pyromancer into Pebbles Engineer. So grabbing that Pyro, that's going to be an interesting hero to solo with. Actually not going to solo with it, now that I think about it. Are they going to be running a tri-lane themselves? Like, what the hell is with these lanes? They could babysit Tralf with that that Pyro, but if you put your Engineer with your Pebbles together, and, well, that's kind of what it looks like is going to happen. Pyro might be doing something with a 2-2-1 lane, something really weird here. And I got to update these team names real quick. Sorry, I forgot to do this before. Legion team trying to get in there and get a ward down. Hammerstorm trying to lead the charge, but already we do see Silhouette tucked in pretty dang hard up there. There we go. So Leon Black going to be on the engineer while Probusk plays the Suicide Plague Rider. Gonna have Pyro heading bottom. This is so strange. Like, I can't even begin to tell you what's going on in this game because I have absolutely no clue. So Engineer, Pyro, going to be doing a little bit of roaming. Okay, so it looks like it's just going to be a lot of roaming coming out, and that solo Dark Lady is in some trouble. Going to be dropping the Stalagmites here momentarily. Not going to be using them just yet. There's the Stalagmites. Keg going to be coming in, and the Pyro Strike does miss right there. Miscommunication from the Mixed Scrim team, especially there from Leon Black and Shams, about which one's going second with the stun. Logic would have dictated that Pyro would have been going second just to land that one that does not move them and then move them with the keg for the last one. But in the end, Haxorn going to be just fine. Had to level up the charging strikes first. Not going to be able to use the Taint Soul spam. Other than that, though, could be okay. And Shams actually missing another Dragonfire right there. I don't know why I call that a Pyro Strike. Like, that's not the name of anything. But I do call it a Pyro Strike quite frequently. Oh, bottom lane, there's the Contagion nuke as well as the auto attacks coming in now onto Tempest. And will they be able to finish him off? Another Contagion nuke, not able to get the animation off. And Plague Rider not quite able to finish off the second Complexity player now for Shams to just barely get away. So it is going to be a short lane solo Tempest. And very, very interesting. Pyro wants to come in for round 2. Not going to be able to, though. Silhouette in the top lane in some trouble. Nice body blocking, and the auto attacks will be able to finish him off. Franzi with some huge blocking right there, using those illusions. Is in the bottom lane. Engineer comes over, able to get the kill onto Riser. Riser gets the counter kill onto Shams. And so a lot of action happening right there. Dark Lady missing a last hit right there. Uncharacteristic from Haxorn. So I was going to take a look at the ping, but could be a gank coming in right now as Shams, I believe, just showed himself. It's daytime. In fact, he should have almost assuredly have showed himself. Dark Lady all the way on the other side now. And we'll see if they try to go in or not. Whew. Fire actually just gets spotted out hard. Shams is positioning a little bit off right now. I wanted to take a look at that ping. Yeah, Hax pretty much tied for the highest in the game with Probusk. Up there in the high 170s, so decently high. Now, speaking of high ping, I heard that Slicks is moving today. Could be getting into the Stay Greenhouse, I believe, by later this week. And going to be pretty interesting to have him over there, see how he functions this upcoming weekend and see how much practice he can get in this weekend. Really do need to practice on that new ping. I think that going straight into competition play without as much practice as he can get is actually going to be almost detrimental to be playing on that new ping that's just so different, even though it's less. Invisible Andromeda looking like she wants to set up a kill here in the middle lane, but Dark Lady Andro not quite able to get the kills. And, well, 10 seconds left on that Invis. Dark Lady also would be getting some support here from Luna. In the top lane, Hammerstorming, we haven't talked about the top lane at all. Hammerstorm has just been completely free farming up here. 375 gold per minute right now. 37 and 16 is the CS now for B-Kid, and Tralf just shut down in this top lane. Moonmeander doing a little bit of stacking and pulling. Actually does manage to grab a Warlock there. Middle lane, Moravis in some trouble. There's the Glacial Blast on top of the Taint Soul. The Stalagmites miss right there, and Moravis will go down. If the Stalagmites had connected, he might have been able to survive, but still would have been in a lot of trouble. Engineer and Andromeda coming, or excuse me, and Pyro coming over. Hasted Andromeda gonna kite them around. There's the Hammerstone coming out. The Aurora coming in, and there's the auto attacks to finish him off. Gonna wait for the Comet on Engineer, and does not actually have the Comet available. There's the big Chuck right there, and the Plague Rider ultimate gonna be going out. Not able to kill anybody though, and the Hammerstorm stun gonna be coming in. Engineer will not go down. Great response by the mixed Scrim team to come up there and get 2 hero kills. Leon Black dropping the Sidestep King. Looking forward to meeting that guy this weekend over there in Mission Viejo. Haxford in the middle lane has been farming decently. 215 down 220 gold per minute. Not bad. Against that Pebbles, who was getting support from the roaming tri-lane and for having to be very, very safe in the early parts of the game from the double stun roamers. Yeah, not doing too bad at all. Long lane Probusk has been doing pretty well for himself, though. 304 gold per minute. He is at 29 and 30 in terms of CS, and I believe that he's been free farming against nobody down there for a lot of the time, as Riser did kind of take to the jungle after being shut down in that lane. Stalagmite's going to be coming in there onto Dark Lady. The Chuck as well. The auto attack's not going to be used. There's the charging strikes away. But the auto attack's not quite enough to bring him down. Both teams just kind of sitting back and farming. 8 minutes in, complexity up, 650 gold and 500 experience. Very, very minimal lead. The big news for them, though, is Hammerstorm, who's still farming well, was getting close to 400 gold per minute. Now he's fallen back a little bit. Going with the Steam Boots as well as the early power supply to make him a little bit more useful, as Tralf just barely able to escape from Moonmeander on Luna, who's been doing a little bit of roaming, and Tralf just being constantly harried in the top lane and the jungle. Andromeda's been doing a really good job of roaming around Franzi. And whew, Trough goes down to neutrals there. Luna forcing that one, and that's Trough's second death of the game is in the middle lane. Haxorn goes down to Moravis, but there's the Hammerstorm stun. The Comet going to be coming in as well. Maybe not using the Comet. Glacial Blasts, all that are needed, and might even be looking for a kill onto Pyromancer, but she's able to get out of there for now. And guys, I think that you might remember from last week when my mic was kind of screwing around, and when I would start talking real loud, I would get real quiet right afterward. I think I've finally gotten all that stuff settled. Tried my best to figure that out, and I think I've got it. My sound card's still not working. I accidentally broke my Sound Blaster sound card when I was moving. Dropped it on the ground like a boss. Broke it. Hammerstorm stun gonna be going out right there, and Andromeda does go down. Triple stacked Ancients will be going on here, as we do have the Hellborn team just trying to get farm on their somewhat underfarmed supports. Speaking of underfarmed supports, so I mean, Aluna and Andromeda aren't doing so hot either. Silhouette trying to get out of there. Glacial Blast is going to be going off, but Tempest not able to close the distance and get the Elemental Void off like he might have wanted to. Shams right now having a real hard time on Pyromancer. 0, 2, and 1. 84 gold per minute. Finished up boots now, that's nice. But yeah, just a very interesting pick on the roaming Pyromancer here for this lineup. And yeah, it's just scrims, and especially mixed scrims, so it doesn't mean a whole lot. But just interesting to see that. Haxorn has moved into the bottom lane now, trying to find some farm down here. And, we'll see if she's able to or not. I'm going to be going up against a Plague Rider, level 9. That's going to be relatively difficult, and especially with Pebbles coming in, this could be real bad times for Dark Lady. Going to wait until TDL pushes up, or until Plague Rider can get in range for the contagion here, and Pebble's going to try to time this pretty well. He will get spotted by the creeps as they actually walk by right here. At least I think he will. No. Nighttime. So not going to be spotted at all. And oh my god. Hold the hell on, guys. That's an illusion. What am I... Oh my god. I can't tell that's an illusion. Like, it's supposed to be big and green. Okay, I guess it's not that green. Ay. Guys, it's been a long day already. It's been a long day. The real Pebbles goes down in the middle lane. Oh, boy. It's been a long day already. So, Dark Lady safe from that extremely fearsome illusion Pebbles down there. That's all you can do in those situations. Just laugh it off, man. Just laugh it off.
Laughable.
Not a whole lot happening in this game, like there have been kills, but The kills are just like people walking into each other. I don't know. It's a weird game. I don't really know how to describe it just yet, but it's just been kind of a strange game. Everybody's trying to get farmed, but the roamers are really what's setting up these kills, but they're not that important of kills. I guess that's the best way I can say it. The only person that's really died repeatedly, Ravis, and to some extent Tralfamador. Both of them important heroes dying repeatedly, of course, but just an interesting game so far, as it is very, very much so. Even at 15 minutes in, Tralf has been able to get that sustainer up in addition to his steam boots. Andromeda, she's been roaming around quite a bit, but sitting on the striders as well as a power supply. While Hammerstorm finishes up his portal key, so not going to be going for something like a Midas and Sanitarius, nothing like that. Just straight up portal key. Going to be looking for some big initiations, and Beacon uncharacteristically missing a couple of CS there in the middle lane. Getting a little bit sloppy about trying to get out of there a little too fast. Playguard finishing up his Astrolabe now here in the bottom lane. It's going to allow his team to be healed up pretty well and give him a lot more teamfight potential. As Silhouette's going for the double damage. Elemental Void coming in, though. There's the keg. Comet Stun was stacked on top of that. They're going to actually turn it around, and Riser will go down. Really questionable stun there from Franzi, stacking on top of that Elemental Void. I mean, I know they couldn't actually see that anybody else was coming in there, but it's still the kind of thing that you want to use your auto attacks first and then drop the Comet Stun right at the end if you can. But in the end, didn't work out so hot. Silhouette turns it around, grabs the kill onto Tempest, and, well, not so bad, but... Riser down. Leon Black, that's what he said. He was going to spend his entire game trying to kill Riser. Of course, Riser theoretically leaving the TT Esports team to join up his Complexity's 5th in the next few days. That's at least is what is expected and speculated. Ravis did go down in that top lane, taking his 4th death of the game while the rest of that was going on. Hammerstorm and Aluna setting that one up. Now Hammer with that level 3 Mighty Swing, starting to wail on some of these stacked medium camps. Moonmeander throwing a red power throw at what appears to be nothing. I'm not quite sure what that one was all about. Andromeda as well as Tempest with the portal key now in the bottom lane. Wait, that's not a portal key, that's a Ring of Sorcery. He's still quite far away from the portal key, actually. If he doesn't already have it. Where the hell is all of his money? He's at 300 gold per minute. I would think he would have a portal key right now on top of the boots and the Ring of the Teacher. Huh. And did look like he just picked up, was that Striders and a TP coming out to him? Okay, Striders and a portal key. Okay, so he does have enough money for the portal key. That makes a lot more sense. I was going to say, he should have the portal key. And so Tempest got a lot more fearsome right there. Level 11 Tempest. Going to have that level 2 Elemental Void for 4 full seconds of lockdown. Tralf on Silhouette looking for that Null Stone. He's about 1,000 gold off of that one. And double stacked Ancient's going to be going on both sides of the map. Hammerstorm using that brute strength and just smacking away. Interesting that everybody moved to the Scotsman Hammerstorm avatar instead of the Wrath. I still think the Wrath is a much cooler looking avatar. Dark Lady getting real close to finishing up her Runed Cleaver now. About 600 gold off of that one, while Trump says, hey, get the hell out of my lane. It's mine. And Hack's going to be trying to get up there and get the last hits on those creeps, but needs to be careful as he is a little bit scared of the level 12 Pebbles, who has finished up that portal key. Bravus, despite his 4 deaths, still farming well. 311 gold per minute, as well as being able to pick up that portal key in level 12. Not bad at all. Andromeda killing a regen, but standing right on top of that ward. This is an illusion. Okay. Guys, like, look at this. You can't tell the difference between those. Like, you can't. It's actually the same. It's the exact same. Stupid illusions. Making me look a fool. Somebody's gonna have to call DMX because I'm about to act a fool all up in here. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, I agree. The Pebbles one was dumb. The problem was that it was green, and I was confusing the Pebbles, this avatar, and the Super Jade Green avatar. So I got confused with those two. I think they look very similar to begin with, but that could just be me. Dark Lady is finishing up her Runed Cleaver. In fact, she just picks up her second broadsword there. Gonna have that shipped out to her, and hopefully gonna be able to start farming pretty effectively. Though the gank-heavy lineup on the Hellborn team does have a lot of mobility, and of course the portal key on Pebbles, I think that they're going to still have a hard time actually breaking into the jungle to prevent this Dark Lady from getting some good farm. And a lot of that's going to start with B-Kid teaming up with Moonmeander and Franzi on the two supports, trying to find some pickoffs to actually buy Dark Lady the extra about 8-10 minutes that she's going to need before she's going to want to start getting involved in some of these fights.
Stop running!
Oh, the portrait is green. That makes sense. So that's the real one. That's an illusion.
Stop running! Forward!
4 players here, 5 players actually in the top lane. They're going to be looking for Andro. And Leon Black just dropped the ward aside over here, trying to get them some vision. But Franzi going to be falling pretty damn far back, waiting for some Ward of Revelations. Needs to be very, very careful. Going to use the Aurora for some scouting information, but he's going to have to fall pretty far back here in a moment as it is daytime. And Hammerstorm stun comes in right there. There's the Shrunken Head as well. Glacial Blast going to be going out. Engineer does go down. Drops the energy field premature, a little bit right there in time. As, whoa, Dark Lady comes on and does the damage that she needs to get done. And still an illusion goes down in addition to Plague Rider and Pebbles. Complexity getting the better end of that engagement for sure. And Hammerstorm with the Brute Strength activated. Gonna look to steal some jungle creeps over here. Didn't have a whole lot of time on that Brute Strength, though. Will drop the Hammer Toss and going to be able to clean up some creep waves. Complexity all of a sudden with that 3-for-0 team fight was able to get 4,700 gold, 7,500 experience up. Unfortunately, the Plague Rider ultimate was not able to get off in that team fight, and Pebbles went in for a combo, which was a little bit unsuccessful as well. Everyone ended up getting out of there just fine, and Complexity looking very, very good now. Riser and Moon Meander going to be stealing some neutrals over here. And an Invisible Engineer coming over, though. Need to be careful that they don't get an energy field thrown down on their face parts. Luna actually going to try to juke right here and get a TP on out. Using that new push stick that she did just pick up. Darkly, I believe, just finished up an Abyssal Skull. Yes. So going the Rune Cleaver into Abyssal Skull route, whereas looks like Hammerstorm going to be going for an Elder Parasite as his next item after that Shrunken Head. B-Kid's still farming top in the game, 424 gold per minute. He's got to be happy with that. The mixed Scrim team definitely in some trouble now. Trough has finished up that Nullstone in addition to his portal key, but the rest of his team pretty damn far behind. Pebbles sitting on 2,200 gold. It'll be interesting to see what item he goes for next. Could be working toward that Shrunken Head, which I would not advise, at least right now. Could be working toward a Soul's Bulwark, which you could pick up already, or a Hellflower. You know what? Actually, scratch what I just said. He does need that Shrunken Head right now. I was going to say that I'd like to see him get a Hellflower, but he's not going to be able to get one before Dark Lady's able to get her Shrunken Head. And Haxorn actually gets the kill onto Leon Black there. Engineer takes his second death of the game. Leon playing very well in this game, but does get picked off right there. Hax going in onto Silhouette, actually. And there's the combo into Andromeda. And they're going to try to turn it around onto Hax, actually. Going to be coming in right here. The tree grapple goes off, and Silhouette's still trying to chase here. Hasted Pebbles. There's the chuck and the auto attacks to finish him off. Silhouette ports out to the illusion, and they will be able to take the tower. There's another team fight. Elemental Void going off right there. Plague Rider ultimate being used as well, and Hammerstorm not quite able to finish off Plague Rider. Tempest will go down to Pyromancer, and all of a sudden Hammerstorm in trouble as well. Gets the stun off with the tree grapple. There's the, well, Hammerstorm stun turning it around, and Pyro almost goes down. In the end, that was a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of the mixed Scrim team. Trading Engineer, actually Engineer died twice, right? No, Engineer, yeah, died twice. And what was that? Was that an Elder Parasite? A full Elder Parasite? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. So, steals the Elder Parasite, puts it on his head. Sorry, just talking with them there for a second. As I mentioned, I am going to be going out to land this weekend to do a little bit of hanging out and casting, but I guess Riser's land dodging. Come on, Riser. But bad times there for B-Kid. Ravis steals the Elder Parasite, then kills it later on. Emerald Red Lightning going to be going off there. Silhouette in some trouble. Hammerstorm Stun comes out. They're going to kill the image as well. Oh, there goes Trough, getting in a little bit over his head. He does go the Shield Breaker route on Silhouette, which is the less defensive route, putting out more damage, but wasn't able to save him right there. Hax is like, I want to throw my hatchet at him, kill him, but I don't have a hatchet anymore. I saw that process going on in his head right there. So, the situation, 30 minutes on the dot into this game. Complexity Gaming up 6,000 gold, 8,000 experience over the mixed scrim team. Team Tralfamador. Of course, the big threats here. Not as big of a threat. Hammerstorm was able to pick up the Elder Parasite there, but here comes the Pyro Strike using the Shrunken Head, though. Will be able to TP on out of there, no problem. Chucks that creep onto himself, but good use of the Shrunken Head there. Picks up a second Elder Parasite now, so the first one killed by Moravis after the bird died. Sneaky, sneaky Moravis. Moonmeander going the portal key route on the secondary support Aluna once again. This is something that I've been seeing a lot more frequently lately, and I don't hate it. I think I like it a little bit. If you have the farm on an Aluna, and oh, they're going to be going in right here, and there's the portal key on in, Emerald Red Lightning, and just like that, that's exactly what you're looking for with that portal key on Aluna. And well, Meteor going to be coming in as well. Dark Lady trying to get out of there. There's a Pebbles with a portal key and a Chuck available in just a second. Going to be looking for the kill onto Aluna, and she will go down. Hammerstorm in the thick of it, though. Energy Field going to be going down as well as, ooh, the Pyro combo there. Elemental Void going to be coming up. There's the activation of the Shrunken Head, or the Elder Parasite, though, and smacks down the two Intellects, as well as grabbing Engineer right there. Three-way for Hammerstorm. Going to be looking for Silhouette as well. And where's the Hammer Stun? There's the Hammer Stun. Auto attacks come in. There's the quad kill. Will he be going for the Annihilation? The Glacial Blast coming in right here. And what's the Annihilation? There it is. Annihilation coming out for B-Kid. Getting some revenge for his fallen Elder Parasite. And he's got to be happy with that one. Guys, get on Twitter. #Angel. Give B-Kid your support. Tweet at him on his non-existent Twitter account. Guys, we gotta make B-Kid make a Twitter, okay? We gotta get B-Kid to make a Twitter. At Angel B-Kid? What's up? Oh man, no, if you do want to tweet at somebody though, go over to twitter.com/coL_moonmeander, COL_moonmeander. It is Moon's birthday as, oh, Pyro trying to come in right here. Ultimate bouncing around on Playground. Beacon will go down. Haxor gets the double tap though and picks up the token. And ooh, Leon Black comes in. Hax gets the hat trick. And so that very well may do it. Double damage Dark Lady, just so strong. But yeah, do head over to Twitter, tweet at Moon, post on his Facebook, send him a message on Twitch, wish him a happy birthday. It is his birthday here today, and doing coL scrims all day long. Good way to spend your birthday for sure, but let him know that you appreciate him in the competitive scene and tell him to have a happy birthday. I know he'll appreciate that. He loves you guys, he loves all of his fans. Double stacked Ancient's going to be taken out here by Andromeda and Aluna. Birthday me playing those games. There you go, exactly. Annihilation B-Kid. Looking pretty good for him. That Elder Parasite paying off. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for next. Maybe something like a Demonic Breastplate. Possibly a Brutalizer. Brutalizer Rift Shards Demonic to finish out. He doesn't have the room for all those. Would have to sacrifice something. Pyro in the bottom lane. Shams has actually recovered pretty nicely. Back, well, actually 194 GPM is a lot lower than I thought, but I guess when you're not buying any wards, you're able to pick up some items. Grabbing the steam boots into... Woo! Trouf getting caught out right there. I saw that on my mini-map, and I was like, that's like not actually Trouf. Like, he swapped to the illusion, right? And I guess he just was not able to get the swap off. I would have loved to have seen the initiation. Have to assume it was just the charging strikes with Dark Blades up from TDL, and then the follow-up maybe from Aluna, just throwing in a red emerald lightning, something like that, procking the nullstone. Who knows? 4 players comboing to bring him down, everybody other than B-Kid.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
With Trouf down for 30 seconds, looks like the Complexity Gaming squad wants to push down this tower. Frostburn been finished up here on Dark Lady, while B-Kid went for the offensive souls. Dropped the glyph fortification right there, and well, going to be able to finish off the tower. TDL taking some damage, and she needs to actually life leech off these creeps, getting back about half the life she was missing. And there's the combo onto B-Kid, actually. Needs to activate the Shrunken Head. There's a swap coming in as well, and not even going to do anything with the Shrunken Head just yet. There's the Hammer Stun. Elemental Void being caught out right there as well. Engineer goes down, and there's the auto attacks onto Pebbles. He's going to take the fall as well. Black Rider Ultimate going to be coming in right there, and doing a lot of damage bouncing around. Andromeda does go down, as do the melee racks, and Dark Lady going to drop. Token of Life going to bring her back up, though, and will they be able to get the kill here? There's the Pyro Strike going to be stunning him for the time being. TDL wants to charge out of there, and will be able to successfully charge out. Andromeda, the only one dead thus far, and Plague Rider with a portal key. Look out, make sure you don't get banned there. As Hammerstorm's starting to come in and get 2. Dark Lady comes in with the charge. Plague Rider in trouble. Already we had the Pyro going down, and last auto attack's going to be finishing off Plague Rider. Moon Meander picks that one up. Range Drax going to be going down in 36 minutes into this game. Complexity up 19,000 gold, 27,000 experience, and 12 hero kills. And, well, Shams comes back in, actually manages to get the kill onto somebody right there. That was the kill onto Riser, but that's going to do it. Complexity takes the game in 36 minutes on the back of the Angel himself. Mr. B-Kid on Hammerstorm, 480 gold per minute. Hacks getting up to 511 as well. Man, guys, what about that annihilation? Pretty damn good. Guys, we're going to be going into more coL scrims here momentarily. And do want to let you know that we are going to be taking a look at Sound Blaster Heroes League in a little while here. We do have DOND, Dober on Damp, the Diamond team, taking on the Gold Champions and future Diamond team here of Another Dimension, Sender's new home over there. They're going to be taking each other on in round 1 of the Sound Blaster Heroes League qualifier number 5 starting today. So we'll be taking a look at those games a little bit later on, but before then, we'll be going into more coL scrims. So guys, don't go anywhere. This is coL scrims with me, casting host Beef. Gonna see if I can grab a co-caster and then get into some more games. Of course, a huge shout out to Complexity Gaming for all their support of coLcast. Make sure to check them out over at facebook.com/complexitygaming, twitter.com/complexitylive. And you can, of course, make sure to give them a like, give them a follow if you're not already, and of course, leave them a comment. Say, hey guys, we really like seeing coLcast. That guy Beef, he's doing a pretty good job. And your Cole Haan team, we love watching them too. So that really does help out quite a bit. Guys, we'll be right back with more coLcast Presents Scrimcast Live in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.